Hey there and welcome back to Sims Sunday. My name is Pete and in this series we try to complete The Sims 3. Now as you can see, this video isn't quite as long as the previous ones, and that is because I am currently in the process of moving. I will talk a little bit more about that in the channel update video, which is already overdue and should be up in a few days, but to keep it short, at the moment I don't really have a lot of time on my hands. Nonetheless, it is Sims Sunday and I wanted to make a video, but I hope you understand that I can't put all the time into it that I normally would. Now to get back into the game, today we really only have one thing on our to-do list, and that is to have a good birthday party for Paul. Paul will age up to a toddler today, and Ayesha has the wish to throw a party for him, but before we can get into party mood, let's have Ayesha take care of her son's needs first. We'll start by having her change the dirty diapers, and then we can also have her snuggle and play with Paul. Lovely, with that out of the way, I think it's time for a quick breakfast. And then we can take care of the party setup. Let's invite a few people that Pete and Ayesha are close to, not too many, because we don't want the place to get overcrowded. You might remember what happened the last time we had people over. Let's not forget to set the party type to birthday party, and because Pete has a game today which goes until 6 PM, let's set the starting time to 7 PM. The dress code can be casual, and that's it. Let's send the invitations out. And because Ayesha has the wish to throw a great party, and because she has 5,000 lifetime happiness points to spare, let's grab the legendary host lifetime reward to make sure the party will be a success. And after that, Ayesha will go back to what is quickly becoming her favorite activity, searching the galaxy for stars with the telescope. A few moments later and Pete is now awake, and we can see that Paul already acquires our attention again. And with a lucky coincidence, Pete now has the wish to snuggle Paul. We have already queued that up for him, so that's a quick and easy wish to fulfill. But first, let's have him feed Paul, and then we can fulfill the wish. Alright, great. Now, as you might remember, in the last episode we picked up a space rock with Pete. That one is still in his inventory and we don't know what it's worth yet. So let's quickly have Pete analyze it, and then we can sell it for 139 simoleons. And then we can do something with Pete's handiness skill that is very easily overlooked, and that is putting an upgrade to our front door. We can actually change the bell sound of the door, which is an upgrade just like Unbreakable or Self-Cleaning, and only requires level 3 in the handiness skill. Since the door is an object that we don't really interact with a lot, however, this upgrade is rather easy to miss. Alright, Ayesha has discovered another star. This one is number 7, so let's name it accordingly, grab the cash, and start one more time. And that is the upgrade to our doorbell complete. I picked the jingle option. That sounded the most normal to me. Now in order to have something to do for the next hour until Pete needs to leave for his game, he will work from home to make a bit of extra cash. And then we can do something with an object that has almost faded into the background a bit, and that's the teddy bear. Let's put that inside of the crib, and once Paul ages up to a toddler, this will give him a positive moodlet. And while we are rearranging things, let's also quickly buy the birthday cake for Paul, so that everything is set up for the party. And then it's already almost 2 PM, Pete's game starts in an hour, so let's have him quit working from home and send him off to the stadium. In the meantime, Ayesha saw another meteor fall from the sky. We can't go after this one with her, however, because we cannot leave the lot with her unless we hire a babysitter, and after the last meteor was a bit of a disappointment, I'd rather not do that. Instead, we can have her snuggle and play with Paul, just to kill a bit of time, until he inevitably needs his diapers changed again. Okay, seems like Paul's bladder is holding steadier than we thought. Let's have Ayesha take a quick shower and see if he needs our help after that. Okay, still nothing. Well then, I spoke about this in the last episode. I think it's time for Ayesha to get a quick outfit overhaul. Alright, so this was her everyday outfit up until now. And this is the new one. I wanted this to reflect a few things. Number one, Ayesha is now a fully grown adult, no longer a young adult. She has also moved up in the world as an international super spy, and she's a mother and a wife, and I think this outfit looks a bit more settled in. I am of course always open to change things up, should you absolutely hate it. And while Paul still has a clean diaper, we can already feed him again. And then finally, we can change his diaper as well. Ayesha will now work from home to make us a bit of extra money, and then we can quickly head over to Pete, who sees his workday come to an end. 11-1, once again a dominant victory for Pete and his team. He will now drive back home, where our first guests have arrived. Ayesha will stop working from home now and instead move outside to the chess table, not to play chess with any of the guests, but simply to practice for herself until Pete arrives. Okay, Pete has finally made it home and now it's time for a birthday party. And time for Paul to celebrate his very first birthday and to age up to a toddler. Lovely. Happy birthday, Paul. Paul is now a toddler, and that means he can now learn the basic skills of walking, talking, and going to the toilet. We will take care of that down the line. For now, let's have him annoy everyone in the house. Okay, Paul is being a bit tired now, so let's have Ayesha put him back in the crib. Then we can have Pete work from home to fulfill a wish of his, while Ayesha can begin to ask the guests to leave. The party has been going on for just over 2 hours and the place looks like a mess already. Okay, Pete has fulfilled his wish. He will continue to work from home just a tiny bit longer, while Ayesha can use the telescope to search the galaxy again. I have also cleaned up the place a bit and put a few leftovers in the fridge. And now it's after 11 PM, we still have a few people on the lot who refuse to leave, so let's have Pete take care of that. He can then go back to work from home, because there really is no argument to be made against free money. And then it looks like everyone had a good time, the party was a success, and Ayesha has her wish fulfilled. She now has the wish to buy a potty chair for Paul, so let's quickly head into the buy menu and do that. And just a few seconds later, Ayesha has discovered another star. Let's name this one Ayesha 8. And I think it's time for her to go to bed now. And just a few minutes later, Pete will join her. With Paul now a toddler, both of them will definitely need the energy. And that's it for this episode. Once again, I apologize that it is a bit short. I wanted to get something out, but this was all that I had time for. I hope I find a bit more time next Sunday. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.